Welcome to the National Football Foundation Valley of the Sun Chapter Champions Show. I'm Jordan Spurgeon. We've got a lot to get to today. Of course, we're going to recognize excellence all across the state of Arizona from some of the best seniors playing football and the teams that brought home state titles. For the first time this year, we're also recognizing girls flag football. It was the first season as an AIA-sanctioned sport. Later in the show, you'll see Kristen Muir. She's been doing some work with us. You'll be seeing her all over the National Football Foundation Valley of the Sun chapter doing more work as the years, the days, the weeks go by. So she'll be recognizing our offensive and defensive players of the year. That's what we call a tease. You'll see that later in the show. But for now, enough waiting. Let's get to some of our winners on the offensive side of the ball.
At Jess Chili, Arizona Varsity, content creator / analyst, here to present the 2023 Danny White Quarterback of the Year. Congratulations, Mr. President, Mr. Red Button himself, Arizona commit, DeMond Williams. Probably the best quarterback in the country. Absolutely explosive. There's nothing he can't do out there. The U of A commit. Congratulations, DeMond Williams.
Thank God, thank my family, thank all the coaches here at Basha and everything that they've done for me. Yeah, just the guidance and just making sure I'm staying on the right track as far as in school academics, and then when I get on the football field to make sure that to be coachable and just take everything in.
I'm Eliav Gabay, and now it's time for the Archie Emerson Running Back of the Year. This season's winner is Chandler's Khalil Valentine. Coach Rick Garrettson calls him the most versatile player on the team, and for good reason. Valentine is patient, shifty, and absolutely electric in the backfield, putting up nearly 1,300 yards and 18 touchdowns on the season as he heads to the University of Illinois next year. Congrats, Khalil.
It definitely feels great. It was definitely a goal on my chart this year to get Player of the Year, or Running Back of the Year, and I definitely exceeded that. I thank God, thank my family, and definitely thank my coaches. The time was great. I'm going to definitely miss it, miss the coaching, miss the practices, but it's time to move on, time to go to Illinois and just be better there.
This is Ralph Amsden, publisher of ArizonaVarsity.com. This year's J.D. Hill Wide Receiver of the Year award goes to Brandon Phelps from ALA Gilbert North. This is just going to be one more thing on an award shelf that is already overstocked. One of the best receivers when it comes to yards after the catch, receptions, touchdowns. He set too many records to even mention. We just want to congratulate him for an incredible high school career and an amazing senior year.
That's awesome. That's always great to hear that I'm number one amongst all those guys who are playing. I feel like starting out, I got a lot of playing time early, so it really helped me develop in different ways, not only as a football player, but as a man. And so I started with a leadership role super early in my career. And ever since then, I've been able to lead the team and do the things that I love to do.
I'm Jordan Hammond. I am honored to present the Todd Heap Tight End of the Year Award. And this year it is Desert Mountain's Dylan Hipp. Hipp was a key piece of this Desert Mountain turnaround over the past couple of years. Stands at 6'6", 240 pounds, a key blocker, and caught 6 touchdowns in his high school career.
It means a lot just because Todd Heap was one of the best tight ends to ever come out of Arizona, so it's definitely a blessing, and I can't thank my teammates more for helping me get here. It's definitely taught me about the brotherhood of football, and I've had a great time here just learning from my teammates and coaches. Yeah, but it's been a great 4 years for sure.
We've still got one more offensive award to get to, but first I wanted to bring you in Dale Hellestray. You've been around a long time, and now you're joined here with the NFF, and you've got a scholarship in remembrance of your dad that's going to be awarded to one of the scholar athletes in March. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's been a wonderful journey for us. My dad passed away in 1998, and he was all about athletics, especially high school athletics, and he wanted the try-hard guys, and the guys who are good students, good athletes, and somehow, some way help them get into college. And so we started the scholarship fund back in 1999, and it's been going ever since, and so we're super excited to be partnering with the National Football Foundation.
So that'll be awarded in March at the spring banquet when we honor all the scholar athletes. But for now, the Randall McDaniel Offensive Lineman of the Year, with one of the better offensive line minds beside me here to announce it, is Brady Bakke from Centennial.
Yeah, and obviously Centennial has a litany of offensive linemen throughout the years. Bakke's just going to follow in that long line. Obviously a fantastic year. Team played in the Open Championship. Just a tremendous offensive line. offensive line coaches, and I'm excited to see he won the award.
Man, it's just really awesome to be able to do that. What I've been done with my coaches, Coach Bennett, Coach McDonald, Coach Thiele, and all the defensive coaches for getting us the right scout teams up and really just working us throughout the week. So it's nice to finally be recognized for all the work we've done up front and the job we've done throughout the year. Our only job all year is to protect the quarterback and make holes for the running back to run, so other guys can make plays. So, it's nice to see them score, but for us to be recognized for some of the work we've done and they've done, it's really nice to be out there and doing it.
Still to come, our defensive winners as well as our girls flag football winners, and later in the show we'll have our player of the year, our coach of the year, and all the champions across Arizona.
Custom ordering is at Santan Ford. Colors, wheels, trims, performance packages, and more from the factory right to your driveway. And you can even track your custom Ford every step of the way.
We are Santan Ford.
Bienvenidos.
Here in the heart of the American Southwest, you'll find 3 well-known restaurants all named Valle Luna, serving the finest Sonoran-style Mexican food known across the country and beyond. And we're open for business, so come on in. We've fired up the grill and iced down the refreshments and even added some specialties along the way.
Thanks for coming.
Hello. Greetings.
Welcome back.
No matter where you're from or how you say it, at Valle Luna, you're always welcome, and we're glad to have you back.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi, folks. Here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program. They can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
Thank you.
It's not an urban legend. Your Goodwill donations help improve the lives of Arizonans every day.
Let's talk about Venezia's Pizzeria. New York-style pizza. Oh, man, this looks so good. Pizza doughs made fresh daily, wings, subs, sandwiches, pasta. They cater, they deliver. They have 5 Valley locations. Venezia's New York-style Pizzeria.
Unlock the equity in your home, condo, or vacation home with a home equity line of credit from Desert Financial Credit Union. Use the cash for whatever you need, like tackling renovations, paying off debt, or taking a long-awaited vacation. There's no better time to get started. Rates are still low and home values are high. Visit desertfinancial.com/HELOC for more information and unlock your home's equity today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Football Foundation's annual awards dinner.
A heartfelt thanks to the National Football Foundation for leading our sport over an astounding 7 decades. During those years, the NFF never once buckled under the weight of preserving and enriching the game of football.
When you see the young men on a football field having been given that opportunity to come from humble circumstances and to do great things, you know that football is doing its part.
I am convinced that the game and how we play it is more important today than ever before. We are a nation that needs football.
Just encourage all you coaches, make the game as healthy as we can, because college football, it's the greatest thing ever invented.
Hey guys, it's Christian Muir, and now it's time to present our Flag Football Offense of the Year Player Award, and it goes to Katarina Makinago. She threw for over 2,800 yards while completing 58% of her passes and throwing for 32 touchdowns.
It's cool to be the first, but I'm excited to see the next, you know what I mean? It's cool, like, I don't know, like, I feel like there's so much talent, like Samaya, everyone has this position, everyone has this chance. So that's exciting, oh my gosh.
We'll have one more Flag Football Award to get to later in the show, but for now, let's turn our attention to the defensive side of the ball over in tackle football. Our Curly Culp Defensive Lineman of the Year Award winner is Deshaun Warner from Desert Edge. Warner aided his team to a 5A championship appearance while being one of the state leaders in sacks. If you watched any Desert Edge game this season, he instantly stood out as a leader and playmaker all over the field for the Scorpions. He'll be continuing his academic and playing career at the University of Kansas next. Congrats to Sean.
It's just a real feeling, something that I've been dreaming about. You know, definitely blessed to be in this position. And no matter how many bad things come in your life, keep going. Because you never know, tomorrow might be the day that you win.
My name is Zach LeVar. I'm the sports editor for the East Valley Tribune Times Media Group. I am proud to announce the Ron Pritchard Linebacker of the Year Award to Red Mountain senior Champ Jennings. Champ had 148 total tackles this season, 54 of which were solo, 9 for a loss, and the interception. He's been the heart and soul of that Red Mountain linebacking unit, one of the best in the state. And Red Mountain played for a 6A title led by that group this year.
It's crazy. I don't know what to say, but Parker was definitely a big, Coach Enders, Parker, Skyler, big role models for me to get me here where I am today. Feels good. Thank you. I feel blessed.
What's going on, everybody? This is head football analyst from Arizona Varsity, Cody Cameron. Back-to-back years where I get the award, the Mike Haynes Award, awarded to the best defensive back in the state of Arizona. This year's award winner is no other than Centennial senior defensive back and Washington State commit, Kenny Worthy. Kenny Worthy was one of the leaders of the Centennial Coyotes defense, a Centennial team that had an appearance in the state championship game this year. Kenny had 6 interceptions in that secondary, along with 10+ pass deflections. Phenomenal year in career for Kenny Worthy in a Centennial Coyotes uniform.
Thank you. What does that mean? You know, it feels great, you know, just everyone that's been with me through this journey at Centennial. You know, I've been here for 3.5 years almost. This is all I know. Coach YT, Coach Carter, Coach Destin, just everyone that this shaped me to be the defensive back I am. You know, I'm grateful that I was able to put it on film, just show everyone what I can do, and just thankful for my teammates, just the guys up front, just the guys behind me too, just all working together to make sure I make plays. It didn't end how we wanted it to, but you know, there's no one I'd rather do it with than the guys right behind me and the guys that were just here working with me all off season and all season long. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'll do it all again with the same guys for sure.
This year, our Luis Zendejas Kicker of the Year winner is Canyon Floyd from Horizon High School. Floyd punted and kicked for the Huskies this season, proving that he is consistently great at both. The 5-star prospect is committed to play for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Congrats, Canyon.
Just practicing every day. Practice. We have a good coach, Simon, and we had a coach that left, and he really helped. Chris Contrato, he used to be here, and he helped a lot.
Up next, to close out our award show this year, Kristen Muir will announce our Girls Flag Football Defensive Player of the Year. And over on the tackle football side, we've got our Player of the Year and our Coach of the Year.
When you get a home loan from Desert Financial, you're not just getting a mortgage. You get a mortgage and up to $5,000 closing cost credit. Click, call, or come in for more information on our great rates, local servicing, and how you can qualify for a closing cost credit of up to $5,000.
It's time for a new Volkswagen, a smarter choice with lower maintenance. Hurry to Burge Volkswagen during the fall savings event. Save on a great selection of new Volkswagens, like the Taos, the fun compact SUV, or the all-new Volkswagen ID4. Or get the versatile Tiguan, always ready to go whenever you are. Fall into savings now at Burge Volkswagen, where your trade-in is now worth thousands more than you might think. Burge Volkswagen, Baseline and Country Club, and BurgeVW.com.
We've got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
1, 2, 3, listen.
Now bust a move, bust a move, bust a move.
Visit us at Harrah's Auction Casino in the city of Maricopa, where you'll find play for all and friendly people ready to welcome you like family.
Welcome back, you two.
As the official sponsor of Play and the only casino in Arizona with Caesars Rewards, see what a difference it makes to play where your fun is our top priority. Harrah's Auction Casino. Play for all.
Thank you.
It's not an urban legend. Your goodwill donations help improve the lives of Arizonans every day.
Let's talk about Venezia's Pizzeria. New York-style pizza. Oh, man, this looks so good. Pizza doughs made fresh daily, wings, subs, sandwiches, pasta. They cater, they deliver. They have 5 Valley locations. Venezia's New York-style Pizzeria.
Our first ever flag football Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Rylan Douglas of Chandler High School. This season, she had 79 total tackles, 9 sacks, and 15 interceptions for the Wolves. Her goal is to compete in the 2028 Olympics.
I feel good. I feel good knowing that like other girls who want to play football, like can see me and be like, if she can do it, like I can do it too. Because I got into football through my little sister. So if she can do it and I thought I could do it and I'm doing it, other people can do it too. So.
It's been amazing to see the growth of girls flag football here in Arizona as the AIA played its first sanctioned season this fall. Congrats to the girls for winning their awards. We look forward to seeing the sport continue to grow here in State 48. Now, it's time for the Player of the Year and Coach of the Year. Spoiler alert, they're on the same team.
After coming so close so many times, 3 straight semifinals, now an open division championship for Liberty High School. Devin Henry with Lions head coach Colin Thomas, and it's been a privilege to be on the sideline and watching this program grow the past 4 years. So it is my honor to tell you that you have been selected as the National Football Foundation Valley of the Sun chapter Earl Putman Coach of the Year.
Thank you.
Now, I know that you're going to give guys like Navi and all these players a lot of credit for what this program has done the past 4 years. But how does an award like this put into perspective how this program has grown over your 4 years as head coach at Liberty High School?
Yeah, I think at first a credit to the players. We have tremendous players. It starts with number 7, and then our staff's amazing. Our job's really simple. We just show up every day and they work their tails off. So it makes it a great place to coach, and very lucky to be at Liberty High School.
And this is a very special group for you because guys like Navi, guys like Zane, guys like Keaton, they've been here since their freshman year or sophomore year when you took over. How has this group this year changed and affected you as a person over your coaching tenure?
Again, they're just so easy to coach, right? They just showed up every day and this worked really hard. Navi's a special player and allowed us to really push the boundaries as much as we can from the creative side of things. And then guys like Zane Tallman, like you said, as a senior year, just stepped up. That's what we do at Liberty. You have seniors step up every year. So happy for him and Keaton and Braylon and Wolfer and just all these guys have been through all these battles. And happy for the staff, too. We have a great staff that works their tails off. They deserve this very much as well.
You were an assistant for the 2019 championship with Coach Mark Smith, who is here tonight, and then your first 2 years as head coach, making that open division semifinal, surprising a lot of people. But you told me at the start of last year, this team had to convert from becoming the hunters into becoming the hunted every single week. How has this program evolved through that mentality over the years now?
Yeah, obviously just been more comfortable in that role. The last 2 years we won a lot of games, pretty big. But I think the difference this year was when we faced adversity, our kids responded, and we knew they would. Someone told me tonight was the most we've been down all year, and it's like, whatever. We got to go make a play, right? And the kids did make plays, and that's how you win games.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Just working with the kids. Again, we have amazing kids. It makes my life really easy. I just show up, and again, they take care of so much for us just by their hard work and dedication to the program.
Coach Thomas, our NFF Valley of the Sun chapter, Earl Putman Coach of the Year. Stick around real quick. I do want to talk to the quarterback real quick, Navi Bruzan, now a senior, and I don't think that maybe you thought of it this way, but you came in with a lot of pressure this year for your senior year because you not only earned the Arizona Cardinals Player of the Year, but also the Gatorade Arizona Player of the Year as a junior. And now that resume grows a little bit bigger here as a senior, because it's my privilege to tell you that you've been selected for the National Football Foundation Valley of the Sun chapter Frank Kush Player of the Year. Now, I know you got a couple of these now, but what does it mean to you all of these past couple of years to get the recognition and to bring home another Player of the Year, and this time with an Open Division championship?
Yeah, with all the self accolades, it's all from team success. So none of it couldn't be done without my team, and I just love the guys. Just improving every day. It's gonna suck not playing with them again, but it was a fun 4 years, and I love them.
And you've been a part of this varsity roster since your freshman year. How do you put into words the culmination of these past 4 seasons leading to this moment tonight?
Yeah, all the hard work of the last 4 years was worth it. It's feeling surreal, and I'm happy for the team, and it's a great feeling.
And obviously you made some big plays tonight. I want to go back to maybe your first ginormous play of your career as a freshman, playing against those Centennial Coyotes out there, throwing the game-winning 2-point conversion in the first round of the Open Division. Dating back to freshman year to who you are today, how do you think that you've grown the most, not just as a player, I'm talking about as a person and as a leader?
Yeah, a lot of credit goes to that man right there, Coach Thomas. I've spent so much time with him. He's like the second father figure in my life. He's taught me, a whole lot of stuff, and I'm happy to be coached by him, and I'm thankful for that.
And that man right there gave you a lot of accolades when I talked to him last season, saying that you were one of the best players he's ever coached, one of the smartest players, a floor general, someone else like a second coach on the field for them. When I talked to Coach Thomas at the beginning of this year, he described you as a player who has changed the landscape of this Liberty High School football program. Now that you're just about done here, the Open Division is grabbed, what do you hope to leave behind at Liberty High School, not just the football program, but the entire school?
I just, hope I left a positive influence on everybody. Try to be a positive person no matter who you are. And I hope my legacy is good, and I hope people remember me as a good person. So that's what I wish my legacy is.
Navi Bruzan, our Frank Kush Player of the Year, Colin Thomas, our Earl Putman Coach of the Year, and the Liberty High School Lions, your 2023 Open Division champions.
As we get set to wrap up the Champions Show, it's only fitting that we go over each team that won a championship this year. We'll start in flag football. The first AIA flag football champions were crowned this season. Congrats to Campo Verde for winning the 5A title 14-13 over Canyon View. Over in 6A, Mountain View takes home the trophy after beating Mountain Ridge 10-7. Congrats to the Toros. Over in tackle football, we'll start in 1A. Congrats to the 1A state champion, Hayden Lobos. Led by Coach John Estrada, the Lobos completed a perfect 12-0 season, beating Mogollon 62-30 in the title game. The 2A state winner is Scottsdale Christian Academy. The 3-seeded Eagles took down the number 1-seeded Pima Rough Riders 41-24 to hoist the gold ball. In 3A, we had a shootout of a title game with the 4-seed Sabino Sabercats from Tucson beating Paradise Honors 68-46. Congrats to Sabino. In 4A, it all came down to the final play of the game. As a pass falls incomplete in the end zone, the 2-seed Canyon del Oro Dorados bring Tucson its second title of the year, beating Yuma Catholic 35-27. Congrats to the Dorados. The 5A matchup may have been the most fascinating game of the year. Higley took a commanding 42-13 lead in the third quarter before the short-handed Desert Edge Scorpions roared back to make it 42-41 with no time left on the clock. After some chaos, the 2-point conversion was no good, and the Higley Knights win its second straight 5A title. Congrats to Coach Eddie Zuby and his Knights. Over in 6A, the Saguaro Sabercats captured yet another championship, but it's the program's first in the 6A conference. It's also the first in the Zach Hill era, who took over for Jason Mons this season. Saguaro beat Red Mountain to win the championship 40-20. Congrats, Sabercats. And now to crown the best team in Arizona in 2023 with a battle of West Side teams. The Liberty Lions took care of business, beating the Centennial Coyotes 33-21 to secure its first ever Open Division title. Congrats to Coach Colin Thomas and his Liberty Lions. And that'll wrap up our awards. Congratulations to all the award winners and our state champions here in Arizona. And thank you to the National Football Foundation Valley of the Sun chapter for all of their contributions to the great game of football here in State 48. We'll see you next time.
We got them at Santan Ford. From the latest all-electrics to the most rugged 4x4s and America's best-selling truck.
We are Santan Ford.
Bienvenidos.
Here in the heart of the American Southwest, you'll find 3 well-known restaurants all named Valle Luna, serving the finest Sonoran-style Mexican food known across the country and beyond. And we're open for business, so come on in. We've fired up the grill and iced down the refreshments and even added some specialties along the way.
Thanks for coming.
Hello. Greetings.
Welcome back. No matter where you're from or how you say it, at Valle Luna, you're always welcome, and we're glad to have you back.
At the National Football Foundation, we build leaders through football.
Where you truly understand how to become a member of a team.
You get knocked down, you get back up, and you continue to strive and reach for the goals that which you set for yourself.
We recognize the scholar athlete.
Playing well on the field, but at the same time understanding that the true game of life is all about excellence off the field.
It's just gratifying to be part of something that does something good for young people.
When you get a home loan from Desert Financial, you're not just getting a mortgage. You get a mortgage and up to $5,000 closing cost credit. Click, call, or come in for more information on our great rates, local servicing, and how you can qualify for a closing cost credit of up to $5,000.